"They do have my blessing to discuss the end of the war," said Trump, who welcomed Abe to his Florida resort on Tuesday. "We have had direct talks at very high levels, extremely high levels with North Korea," Trump said. "We'll either have a very good meeting or we won't have a good meeting," he added. "And maybe we won't even have a meeting at all, depending on what's going in. But I think that there's a great chance to solve a world problem." The president did not answer shouted questions about whether he has spoken with Kim. "I'd like to commend Donald's courage in his decision to have the upcoming summit meeting with the North Korean leader," Abe said. Trump took credit for the inter-Korean talks, saying, "Without us and without me, in particular, I guess you would have to say, they wouldn't be discussing anything." North Korea has long sought a peace treaty with the U.S. to formally end the 1950-53 Korean War. It is unusual for the North to seek to broach the issue directly with South Korea rather than with Washington itself. The armistice that ended the fighting was signed by the United Nations Command, the forces in the conflict, North Korea and China. South Korea was a member of the UN Command but was not a direct signatory. The official visit began Tuesday afternoon as an honor cordon of uniformed service members lined the palm-fringed drive to the club. Trump greeted Abe at the red-carpeted door of the mansion as the pair posed for photos ahead of a planned one-on-one meeting. It will be followed by a small group discussion with top national security officials focused on the Kim summit. The President and First Lady Melania Trump will also have dinner with Abe and his wife. The first time Trump hosted Abe at Mar-a-Lago shortly after the inauguration, North Korea conducted its first missile test of Trump's administration, and the two delivered a joint statement denouncing the launch. "I don't think that Prime Minister Abe will leave Mar-a-Lago with anything other than a high degree of confidence in the health of the alliance, including as we go into the summit with the North Koreans," said Matthew Pottinger, the National Security Council's senior director for Asian affairs. Both sides insist that Trump and Abe remain close. U.S. officials stressed that Trump has met with Abe more than any other world leader and say they've been in constant contact since Trump accepted Kim's invitation. The U.S. itself is pushing for the release of 3 Americans. Associated Press writer Matthew Pennington in Washington contributed to this report.